Good morning. It's Tuesday, February 4th. We're 2 weeks into the Trump administration, and something unique is happening between the executive, the legislative branch, and soon to be the judiciary. There seems to be a rebalancing of power. Donald Trump is issuing all these executive orders that allow him to unilaterally change the rule of law to implement his policies. For instance, birthright citizenship is protected by the 14th Amendment, it's upheld by decades of Supreme Court precedent, and it's written into federal law. Under any other circumstance, birthright citizenship would have thought to be settled law. However, we have this collision of the Supreme Court expanding executive authority over the last few decades. We have Trump, who's willing to use that executive authority that has been given to him and also work to expand it even further. And then we also have a Supreme Court that has kind of made a tradition out of overturning tradition. Something to pay attention to as these cases make their way up to the Supreme Court is that the Supreme Court conservatives are really concerned about anything that gets in the way of the president faithfully executing the country's laws. And that's what we saw in the presidential immunity case last term, where the justices said that criminal prosecutions would really prevent the president from taking bold actions that the country needs from its chief executive, because they would be scared they would just be sued when they come out of office. And that is going to be balanced against the liberal justices, who are in the minority, who are really concerned about the president acting like a king above the law. And that's kind of the state of play that we find ourselves in as these cases come up to the Supreme Court and ultimately ask whether or not executive authority extends to unilateral policymaking. You can read my story at courthousenews.com or find me on any of the other social media sites. And of course, all my work is at courthousenews.com. You should follow along because things are getting very interesting.